What is up, everybody? Happy Thursday. As you can see, I'm not in my boat. I went out this morning. The weather app said rain about 6-ish. That was it. I'm like, okay, no problem. I got up at 4. I left the dock at 4:30. I'm like, oh, I'm going to get a good early start. Give myself an extra like 45 minutes, which is a big deal for me in the morning. And I'm like, I'm going to go a little farther than I normally go. Oh, I went all the way to the east side of Pancake. Started fishing. Had a smallmouth within the first 5 casts. He jumped me off. And I heard a rumble behind me. And I looked around and I looked back to the west. Now, to the east, I was watching the sunrise. To the west, it was dark. But, I mean, that's just because the sun hadn't come up yet. So I'm like, oh, I'm good. I look at the radar. You can see this band coming right across. And I had about 45 minutes. But it didn't say anything about lightning strikes. It just said, rain. So I'm like, well, I better get a little closer to home just in case. So I powered up and I left Pancake and I went to like 133 and I was looking around, starting to graph. I was about at Long Point. Hadn't really found any fish yet. And then I see a crack of lightning to the south of Long Point. And, I started counting and I got to just shy of 4 seconds before I heard the boom. And for every second from flash to bang, that's a mile, roughly, but that's a mile. That was what we always learned in the military. And the same holds true with lightning and thunder. And I'm like, oh, time to go. And now I'm up on full plane. I just left 133 and I can see other cracks in this cell that's on the South Shore. It's south of the South Shore, but it's on the South Shore like Muskrat Bay. So now I'm starting to think, geez, do I ditch? Do I go into like my buddy Don Birdie and Terry Wicks? They live right there in Muskrat Bay, and I could have zipped in there, I thought maybe, and tied up until it passed. And then I'm like, well, geez, maybe I could drop into Nida Shores. And I'm like, but that's a brand new boat. I mean, if I go into someplace like that I don't know, there's no bumpers, something's going to get scratched or damaged. And then that would be even worse, I guess. Although in hindsight, I guess my life versus a new boat, I guess depending on who you ask, it's an equal trade. So I'm like, well, here goes nothing. Whoa, and I dropped the hammer on that Robalo with the 150 Yamaha on it. And she scoots, let me tell you. I was up in the mid 40 mile an hour range, and I carried that all the way to just before my house, all the way into the river. Boom! Because the closer I got, I was driving into it. And it was snapping and popping all around me. I got my net and 4 rods sticking up in the air off the top of the T-tops that were just, they're just conductors, is all they are. So I power slid into the dock, hit the bumpers, tied it off, grabbed the rods, ran inside, and all hell broke loose. For a good 20 minutes at my house, that wind came up strong, and that lightning was gnarly. Freaking gnarly. So I made it. Yay! I don't play with lightning. And had I known that it was forecasted lightning like that, I would not have even went out this morning. I've been working on the website and I have plenty of things to do. I would have just got up and done that. I would not have went out in tempted fate. And I've been caught in stuff before, certainly on the charter boat, back when I had a boat that wasn't nearly as fast. It's not fun. My heart was racing all the way into the river, because you never quite know. Like what if you take one? What if you take a direct hit? Is it going to kill you? Is it blow up the boat? Like what happens? I don't know necessarily, and I don't want to find out. Like I say, so I don't mess with lightning on the water, and that's the closest I've come in years and years, and as close as I want to get. But Cringer Marine, that Robalo, I was going to do a nice walkthrough this morning. I'll have to do it later this afternoon when I get home. It's a beautiful boat. It handles incredibly. It's going to make somebody a real nice platform, whether it's fishing, cruising, towing skiers and whatnot. I mean, it really is a beautiful piece of machinery. But I was a little, like I say, had I known in the forecast it was calling for lightning, I would not have done it. I would not have went this morning. It's simply not worth it. That, for me, lightning on the water is the same as early ice. It's just not worth it to me. I survived it today. I'm sure I could survive walking on 2 or 3 inches of ice, but I don't want to try. And I love fishing. It's my life. It's my passion. But I'm not dying for it. I'm not. And I go out in some rough, gnarly weather, but I know I can handle it. I know my equipment can handle it. But lightning, that brings another element into things that you can't control. So, personal experience, you could be the most seasoned captain in the whole world. You get hit by lightning. I guess it's all over. I don't really know. I guess people survive. I don't know how you can survive being hit by lightning. I mean, you can talk about it in the comments. I'm sure somebody's going to tell me that, yeah, you can. It happens all the time. I mean, other than the guy on the Great Outdoors that's been hit 66 times in the head. He's the only guy I know that's lived, I guess, or that I don't know anybody that's ever been hit by lightning, but thank God. Excuse me. All right. So it's Thursday morning. Fireworks are tonight in Brewerton. It's July 3rd. I got to get to work. This little tiny bathroom has taken twice as long as I thought. This tile job has been painful at best. Little tiny 3x6 subway tiles are just a nightmare to keep straight and level, and that's why I don't do a lot of tiling. That's why I don't tile exclusively. Those guys that do are amazing at it. Not my thing. All right, have a great day. Go enjoy the fireworks tonight. Happy 4th tomorrow. I'll see you somewhere tomorrow. I don't know where. I don't know what. I don't know in what. I don't know if I'm getting my boat back tonight or not. So we'll find out. All right, have a great day. Keep your tip up.